Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, here we go. The KVJ After the Show podcast. I just loved all these. When Autocorrect takes over, we got so many other text messages that rolled in today on that. I think everybody's been a victim of that. I'm like, what is the deal with damn Autocorrect anyway? Christine sent one in. She said, I'm listening about an hour behind today's show, but I wanted to add my autocorrect segment. My mom made me a crib quilt when I was born that I sleep with and travel with. It is in desperate need of repair. I asked my mom to make me another baby quilt so I could use the new one to sleep with while she repairs my old one. My dad passed away in 2012, and I have a couple of his shirts. I told her I would send her his shirts so that she could cut them up to use as patches for the new quilt. We have one of those quilts. They're fantastic. But Autocorrect changed what was going to be a lovely text exchange into something a little vulgar. She said, I want a crib size. And her mom responded, okay, send me some dimensions. She said, okay, I'll send them with dad's shits.
Aww.
She quickly corrected shirts. It's kind of what it does, though. It's crazy. Yeah, we had, as I started talking about it, we got a lot more text than I could even deal with.
It almost feels like autocorrect likes to mess with you. Because you take a word like shirts, which is benign, and you turn it into shits, which is funny. So it's almost like, okay, someone is messing with you back at wherever they process these texts verbalizing.
Or is that a word you're using a lot with, do you use the term shits a lot?
I don't.
No, but the person that was texting, is that in there, and that's why it thinks
Even if you do shit a lot, you're probably not talking about it via text.
Yeah. I think, and there are some words, too, because I saw this text that had come in. We had another one about somebody that tried to get a job at Coca-Cola, and it seems like that is the autocorrect fallback, because somebody say, yeah, I text a friend to let them know I just taken down a huge, delicious cherry Coke. And it texts back, I just taken down a huge, delicious cherry cock.
Oh, those are delicious.
But are they writing cock a lot in their texting?
It seems like it typically switches out Coke for cock. And I don't know. You got to wonder if, that's not a mess, because somebody had said that I went into my mom's phone and I switched the variation so that anytime she types yes, it puts no. It was...
That is so good.
Oh, it's funny.
It was completely messing with her mind.
That is the beverage of the summer, a refreshing cherry cock.
Oh, yes.
I plan on having several. I don't know about you, but Jay-Bird, you don't have any?
That would drive me crazy to think I'm saying yes and it's saying no on the texting. that would fuck your whole day up.
Yeah, somebody said, they wanted to tell somebody that I texted this to my 15-year-old daughter.
Uh-oh.
Driving to orgy. We'll be there in about 5. What? Driving to orgy. How does that even come up?
Unless Dad's always texting about orgies.
No. Chances are he's not. Somebody is messing with us, and they're doing it on purpose, and they're turning normal words into words that are embarrassing or vulgar or funny or both.
Somebody said, dictionary on my phone, every time that I would write in babe, it would swap it out for ugly, which it doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
So I didn't even think about it. I was just texting my husband real quick, and I just wrote, love you, ugly. And he's like, that's so mean. Like, why would you say that to me?
Hey, ugly, can you pick up dinner?
Not now. Screw you too. My boss texted me because she was ordering for our lunch meeting, and it was Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
And instead of saying, yeah, please, because I do not eat jalapeno, no jalapeno, it said, I do not eat penis. Please, no penis.
Really?
Like, why would your phone think jalapeno and penis?
Well, that person's not going to like the refreshing drink of the summer, the cherry cock.
Right.
The cherry cock does sound delicious.
I'll take 2.
Just unbelievable. I'm a spray tan artist. I sent a new client a text saying, do you have allergies? For some reason, autocorrect changed it to, do you have AIDS? Oh my gosh. That's fucked up. I'd be to the point where it's like, all right, like I'm horrified because they don't know. And
It's messing with you.
That's the kind of shit that people get in trouble for. Like, you talk about that thing that happened with Publix is the damn cum cake. I'm like, think about if you work someplace and you text someone, do you have AIDS? What?
You're right, man. And then you're like,
oh my gosh.
I swear it was autocorrect. Whatever, dick face, you're lying.
Gosh. My favorite, though, from today was my dad was writing a message to my aunt this past weekend referring to his nephew. He meant to say, I fucking love him so much, but autocorrect changes to, I love fucking him so much. That's my favorite one.
That's a good one.
I love fucking him so much.
So much.
He's 14.
Oh, my God.
He's your nephew.
It's a mess, Kevin.
It's a mess.
It just changes.
It's a crime.
It really is a crime. I mean, honestly, I'm laughing about this, but it really is messed up.
It is.
I mean, it's going to get somebody, and so we're going to have, I'm telling you, in the Whacked Out News, we're going to have a serious story of some kind of lawsuit happened real fast. And exactly what we're talking about. Be like, no, it was autocorrect. And like, how could that be autocorrect?
Well, it's horrifying because you can do social media from your phone and it will autocorrect stuff on your social media and you can send it out without looking.
Yep.
One letter can change the whole thing.
Yeah. Somebody's trying to get a food order right. Sent this to my entire management team. Says, no, I hate fish, but my husband said they're good eating if you clean me right.
If you clean me?
If you clean me right, fish.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
That's the whole management team. If you clean me right, my husband loves that kind of fish. Well, alrighty then. Got an email here about those insulin injections that you gave Chewy. It's from Lauren. She's a vet tech. She said, I just finished watching it. Basically what I was saying, yeah, if you just kind of like pinch the skin there in the shoulder blade area we talked about, pulling it up a little bit, get a little underneath your thumb. Your thumb kind of gives you a target of where you're administering the shot. Also, the act of pulling up on the skin gives a sensation that the dog will focus on instead of the injection itself.
Okay, so I did it again last night. The only thing is the needle bent.
Yeah, it will. Those things are
You
so
have to do it multiple
feeble.
times a day?
Yeah, I have to do it twice a day.
Twice a day?
Yeah. Sometimes, and I've had that happen, sometimes you can bend it straight on those little ones, but yeah, you got to be careful. That's why you have to go in quick and strong, and I imagine the dog's skin's got to be tougher than mine.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
It is. It's very tough.
You got to be careful, too. If you bend it, I think you should throw it away and start over from scratch because the bent needle, the medicine might not be able to come out of it.
It really get into my head.
I'm sorry.
I would bend it straight and it'd be okay, but sometimes, yeah, it's so feeble it would snap off. And then you would know.
I bent it straight before and it snapped off.
But the problem is you lose the medicine that's in there.
So I was feeling all right, but then Virginia completely just fucks with my mind. Ugh. That's great. Because I still don't know if I gave it to him yesterday on the show. This is fucked, man. I gotta give it to him.
Where is he right now?
He's driving around. He's at home.
He's driving around. Where is he now?
He's at home. What do you think?
I don't know. I just opened the door, said, be free.
Yeah.
See you later.
Well, isn't that what you do with cats?
He's out at the disco. I don't know. He's chilling at home. No, I don't.
You release a lot of cats into the wild.
One fucking cat.
Yeah. So anyway, she said insulin injections are a subcutaneous injection, which means it's going underneath the skin. So I hope this helps. Chewy should barely notice.
The email helped. Virginia completely
Did not.
just nulled that all out.
I'm trying.
Little help with the mosquito bites. Good to know here. From Marty said, I found a great product the hard way about mosquito bites when you get bit. It's called Afterbite, and it comes in a cool little stick applicator. Great for keeping in your pack or purse, so I bought 3 of them for about $6 a piece. I need to use it one day, and I noticed the ingredients, or should I say ingredient, it was just ammonia. So I bought an entire bottle of ammonia for about $1, and I've been refilling them for years. Also, my daughter got bit recently while on vacation. We didn't have any ammonia, but I found that acne cream works great. It has an anti-inflammatory, and it stops the itch pretty good.
Is ammonia good to put on your skin, though? It just doesn't feel right.
Don't know. Try it out, and if you get welts, let us know.
That's how that shit works, though. Somebody had to eventually put that on them and see if it gave welts. Just like how somebody had to eat fucking cat shit to see if that didn't relax you. Somebody in the history had to do that.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense, right?
It did. Because I've tried stuff before where I've been like, yeah, I'll put this on it and I'll make it better, and you make it worse.
Well, how
You're
do they
like,
know?
okay, I won't do that again.
How do they know anything works without someone being the guinea pig first?
You're right.
Another show suggestion from Jack said there's a show called One Strange Rock on the National Geographic Channel. It's all about Earth, but more from an astronaut's perspective. It is new, the year, and it's the 9th episode was on tonight. Talk about a ton of different subjects. May give you some ideas, Jaybird, for the Weird and Whatever podcast.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah, there was another one that I saw people talking about, Netflix, Evil Genius. I don't know if we'd mentioned that yet, but there was another ringing endorsement for that. If you like how Netflix does those kind of specials, it's one of those documentary things. Said the show, it's the story of the pizza delivery bombing case, and it's the story that you never heard in its entirety, and it is crazy, and it is a meme here. Police didn't believe the bomb strapped around Brian Wells' neck was real until it blew up and killed him on the spot. Do you remember? I think that guy put the guy in the street.
A bomber put a bomb on a pizza guy.
Yeah.
And nobody believed the pizza guy that he had a bomb attached to him. He's like, please, you gotta not come any closer, or whatever it was. And then the dude detonated him.
That is a
The pizza guy, it turns out, was innocent. He was just going to deliver a pizza, and the bomber strapped him up with a bomb.
And he killed him?
And he died.
This is a real story?
Yes.
Oh.
And it's a Netflix special. Evil Genius.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's horrifying.
I want to watch it, but that sounds like that's going to be heavy to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, considering how much you love pizza, guys, it's going to hit you hard.
Okay, I'll watch it right before I go to bed. That's really probably what I'll do. Dumbass.
I'm not going to watch it at all. Then I'm just watch it right before I go to bed.
That's exactly how I'll handle that situation. Completely wrong.
I can't imagine why I've been up all night.
Oh, yeah, I do it to myself.
I got a question here from Char. Said, longtime listener, huge fan of the show since I was a kid. Anyways, I got a question. Thought maybe you or producer Denny's could talk about this. In fact, Denny's would be great for the question that she has here, because I saw that even today, in fact, Char, you could probably go right now onto our Facebook page to get some information on this. Char's question says, have any of you ever tried CBD oil? I've been dealing with debilitating anxiety for about a year now and was just diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I've heard great things about CBD, but is it worth trying, in your opinion?
The CBD oil, yeah. It's the cousin, the brother, if you will, to the THC.
You down with CBD?
Down with CBD, y'all know me?
You light up when you start talking about this stuff. Look, you look so happy.
So I get excited that people.
It?
So in the marijuana plant, when you smoke it, there's actually 2 active ingredients that go on. The CBD, which has a lot of the healing properties of marijuana, good for anti-inflammation and also good for pain. And then the THC is kind of like what they use more so for relaxes your eyes. It helps your digestive system. So they all kind of treat their own thing. But the CBD has no psychoactive effects on you. There's no effects whatsoever.
So you don't get high?
You don't get high, but it has immense healing properties to it.
It's fantastic.
Wow, okay.
So for a lot of the extreme medical cases, they actually use CBD oil only in 100% concentrate. So it's a high concentrate oil, and that's what people are using to help. But some symptoms are treated by THC, so it's one or the other. But what's cool about it is a lot of people don't want to get high or feel that euphoria sense while on the drug. And that's a nice way to still get a lot of the benefits minus any of the psychoactive effects.
Okay.
Boy, look at this guy, huh?
Pretty cool stuff.
To me, it's like I don't even know how you'd even argue that stuff. I mean, that's just stuff everybody should be able to get.
Well, I mean,
right here, right now, no problem.
Taking out the whole getting high element, and you're just talking about
point,
a
what is your
healing
argument?
thing.
At that point, what is now your argument?
What's cool about that stuff too? CBD, 100% CBD oil, you can get at the pharmacy. You can get it at CVS. You can get it at Walgreens. That one's you can totally buy in any state in America. So.
That's good. Yeah, I'm getting on the bandwagon against the opioids.
Yeah, I think we all have to.
What about that THC level? You getting on that bandwagon?
Oh, I would totally do it. I mean, I think it's because, like I said, I like now I'll, craft beer is kind of my fix because it's legal and I can do that. But yeah, especially with just I get anxiety from show prep, so I go home have a beer. But yeah, if I could that stuff was ever legal and I could go home because I feel. Like my breathing gets hard, so I get a little bit like you just like you don't feel right. You need something to kind of like bring you down because your stress is so damn high. Like if I had something, just pop a gummy bear or something like that, I'd be like going, cool, all right, stress is gone. I'm ready to keep going.
0 calories.
Yeah. No, I hear you. No, I would do all that stuff right now if it was legal. I just don't want the entanglements, but.
The medical community is cool because they have high CBD to THC concentrates. So you can get 9 parts CBD, 1 part THC. That way you still get a lot of the positives from THC, but you don't feel high from it. It's a lot more diminished.
Yeah, and I don't want to be, because I've been high before, and I'm like, there are times where I'm like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I cannot function.
There is a point.
Yeah. So I'd like just to knock a little bit of the edge off. Make me chill, and then I'm ready to keep going, man. Yeah,
You're not trying to get the answers of why are we here.
No, I'm not going that deep. I just want to stop feeling like yeah.
Brain clanked.
Yeah, well, I get that. Like I keep going like this, like, and my whole back would just go.
Seize
like
up.
No, it won't seize up. It'll crack.
Oh.
It'll pop and crack like all the way down. So it lets me know. Like I know. I'm like, am I stressed? Yep.
So when you have a drink, that first wave of okay, the uncracking starts to happen a little bit.
Yeah, it does. And I've tried to just like power through it, and then it's you don't feel right. And I've read a lot of stuff about stress and how bad stress is for you, and so that's why I think it's better off to try to get rid of it because they talk about how much stress takes off of your life. So
they stress the silent killer.
Yeah, I believe it. So yeah, hopefully we get there soon enough, and people just lose their old misconceptions of it. Couple updates. Try to track some people down. Let me see here. This one is from Diana. Said, hey, I was wondering if you guys could give an update about the story about the woman whose best friend took an Instagram picture with her mug on the kitchen counter while she moved out and was separated from her husband. And an update from the mom whose husband was taking sexy pics of his stepdaughter for her social media. Those two stories pop up in my head from time to time, and I'd love to know what happened to them. Okay, we'll see what's going on there. Try to get them an email. Whatever happened to the kid whose stepmother was making perceived sexual advances on him, and he thought that he should make a move on her? I think he was from Boca.
Ooh, I hope he did not do that.
Yeah, I don't know. And by the way, if you have a story you want, what helps us, and you know how search works for emails, the more information you can include with it, it helps us be able to find the emails easier. So if you do have like a city, if you heard where they're from, put in Boca, and then that'll better chance it comes up. Because I still can't figure out freaking Gmail, man. Gosh,
Gmail is tricky.
I'm like, where the hell are some of these emails?
Some of the emails just disappear from Gmail.
Right.
So
I've had that happen like 3 or 4 times where I go to look for something. I know that I got an email from a specific person or with a specific subject matter, and it's not in my Gmail anywhere.
So it's happened to me before, and I caught it, but I think I accidentally am throwing them in a folder somewhere when I don't know where I'm throwing them at. And you can do it if you swipe quick, depending on what kind of computer you have. You can do that, and it's so quick you don't even realize you're doing it.
All I do is just send or delete. It's really
I know. Danny's explained it to me a lot better than I just did.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, I've been struggling as of late. So I'm like, well, where are all these freaking emails?
Yeah, where'd they go?
Because these things are stacking up, and I know I used to have a much smaller stack of updates that people wanted, and I know it started to get. And I'm blaming Gmail because I'm having a harder time finding some of these, but I'll do my best. Let me see. Was there another update? Yes. This one. Whatever happened to Jaybird's wedding on a budget? I'm helping my sister plan hers and her rehearsal dinner. It's costing more than this whole wedding. Just curious. It would be nice to get some at least pointers for free. Not to mention I have 3 kids I'll be planning weddings for in the hopefully distant future. That's from Victoria. Somebody just wanting your advice on throwing it. You become like a cheap wedding planner now, Jay.
Yeah, the problem is I think I had like 6 people that wanted to do it, and that's just too many weddings for me to do. There's no way I can do all that, and it's just deciding which one is the best. I've got a folder of, I believe, 6 weddings. That would be the 7th. Maybe we can vote or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll gladly do it. I just can't do all. I have to pick one, I think.
Right.
Okay.
Only because, just for time.
Let me see. Got interesting little email here from Grazi. Sorry, she said Ciao e Grazi. I guess that's Italian. Her name is Federica. She's the Italian who wrote some time ago about the pizza. She's become a super fan since I accidentally found you on the radio a few years ago. Love your goofiness, and you have cheered me up during many difficult moments. I think we have the same kind of humor. Because of that, I would love to get your input in regard to a recent project I completed. I've been a psychotherapist for traumatized and especially sexually abused kids for a few years, but my main passion has always been dance, which I've also been teaching for many years. And in light of the many idiotic challenges that people and especially kids engage in, I thought about combining movement and therapy in a funny challenge. One day I was being silly with my husband and the idea of skip depression popped up. And so I recently completed the website, skipdepression.com. The whole concept is basically there's no way that anybody could keep a sad face on while skipping. Well, I got a good point there.
Okay.
Yeah. As main part of the project is the challenge to record a funny skip to bring laughter to someone in need or to grab someone sad and skip with them. It's goofy, but I totally think you guys would get it because you like doing goofy stuff. So go check out the site. Maybe there's something we could do with that. There's really no money involved in this project. I don't even have the ads on the site. I have a donate button, but let's be real, nobody's going to donate. I just did because I was tired of all the ridiculous challenges going on around. I wanted to bring up a bit of laughter for people. On the site, there are some actual tips to beat depression and some fuck my life moments that people can submit as well. I know you guys are overwhelmed with your own projects, but if you could find a few minutes to be a part of this, I'd be super honored. Yeah, I'd be a part of it. Do a video, help you get it going.
I think it's a great idea. I think anytime you do anything weird and different, and I mean weird in a good way, of course, I think that's awesome, especially when you're dealing with emotional problems. Goofy's a great way to get to me if I'm emotionally caving in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good way to get your mind. We're all battling with that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
get your mind off of
I
it.
think all humans battle depression. I really do believe that.
Yes, I think you're right.
That's just part of being a human.
Let's see here. We got an email from Jenny. Said, I just wanted y'all to read this email to the audience, hoping to raise awareness about an old cause that's new to me. The Winter Olympics provide an opportunity to shed light on domestic animal meat farms in Asia, cats and dogs. These poor animals are tortured, have horrible conditions, and all kinds of awful things. Worst of all, some of these dogs and cats, they have the meat farms will kill animals in a horrific manner. She said, please, KVJ Nation, donate money to this cause. Look at it a little bit more. You may not be aware of it. I was, and when I was horrified. So something to check out if you've got a soft spot for animals.
Absolutely.
See what you can do.
They do that whole thing. If you watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or Vanderpump Rules, they do the whole trying to stop that. I think it's called the Yulin Fest over in China, where they just they celebrate the killing of dogs, and it's just awful.
Yeah, it's some
really
disturbing stuff.
Just very disturbing. So they're trying to raise a lot of awareness for that.
Emily said, I came back to work from maternity leave on April 16th, and I've been listening to every episode of your show that I missed while I was out for 8 weeks. I've been listening to your show for 8 hours a day to get me through my work days. I just want to say thank you. I've had a hard time dealing with coming back to work after giving birth to my son, and y'all made it a little bit better. Aww. Put in my headphones, and I felt like my friends were helping me get through this tough time. I know I don't know any of you, and I live 2,000 miles away from you in Denver, Colorado, but I feel like I know you all.
Oh, that's sweet.
Anyway, thank you for making me laugh. I'm finally caught up, and I had to leave my office because I was laughing so hard when Virginia was talking about her poor grandmas. Nothing she said was funny, but the way she said it and Jason and Kevin's reaction had me dying of laughter. Also, I have to say, Randy is my new favorite character on the KVJ show. He doesn't say much, but he knows exactly what he's doing when he chimes into Ann's conversations, and it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, he totally knows.
I love you guys.
We need more Randy, by the way.
He'll be back.
I like the idea of him doing an instructional massage video. There's been some rumblings about that.
I brought that up to him.
What'd he say?
He was a little weirded out.
Yeah,
I just don't know.
It's not his style. He'd rather just kind of like sit back and snipe those moments when Ann's like on a... Because see, Ann's got momentum when she's ripping me apart, and then he just so happens to find that little bit of windows and going, I kind of like Kevin's new sports show.
Well, he just really finds the ripping of Kevin just ridiculous.
Got this email from Amber, said, I moved to South Florida less than a year ago, and I stumbled upon your show, which has been such a great find in a tough transition. I finally visited the website and read the bios. Virginia, I adore you. You scare me a little, but I still love you.
Okay, I'll take that.
I'm curious how Jaybird is still single. He is adorable, funny, and loves baseball, and I can overlook the Braves thing. Seems like a common flaw down here. Anyway, you just wanted to give you guys some love and to say thank you for making my transition from up north a bit easier.
Yeah, did she include a pic?
Did not.
Oh, too bad.
Unfortunately.
Gotta get this bird some loving.
And also my buddy Jeff Jones. He said, stopped at your favorite bar, Kev. There's the Green Parrot in Key West. Look at that thing. How
That's your
glorious
favorite
it is.
bar, huh?
I like it a lot. You know, it's just, it's really, if I had to say quintessential Kev, that's kind of me. It's just, it's neighborhood bar.
It looks like a gas station from the 50s.
Yeah, it's just, you know what? It's just local sitting in there, and they got great stories. Everybody's friendly. You sit down, you have a beer, you're sitting with real people.
The milkman comes, drops the milk off.
Yeah, to me, that's why I love bars. I love hanging out there because to me, it's the epicenter of just hearing and finding out about people, and people fascinate me, and they always have. And so I just love sitting there and listening to people's stories and watching.
I like dark, shitty bars.
Yeah.
You know, you got to go to New Orleans more.
Dark, shitty bars that have hot girls in there.
It's where I'm very comfortable. Yeah, you get me a dark kind of, a seasoned bar, I guess is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Because I've been in shitty bars and sometimes I'm like, okay, this is kind of disgusting. But
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Not gross.
Seasoned, yes.
Yeah,
it's got like, character. It's got essence. It's just got years and it's got stories, and it's just...
It's worn down from life, much like the people in them.
Absolutely, yeah. I love the salty sea people.
Yes. I'm becoming one.
Their skin has been kissed by the sea.
Leathery.
Yes. It's just fun. So, yeah, he's sent me a lot of good beer advice, so I appreciate that, Jeff. I am getting all your emails. I struggle to get back to everybody these days. But
have you noticed you got a lot more fan mail since the hair?
Yeah. Yeah, a ton. No, actually, I do have a lot of questions about it. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of questions, so I'm trying to answer what I can.
I have seen some confusion. So Kevin's got hair now? What's going on here?
What happened?
People that are behind in the show, and they haven't heard like 2 weeks ago, but they're tuning in now. Like, wait, what's going on?
I tell everybody that we staple it in at the beginning of every show. That's me and Jaybird's job. We have to come over there and staple it in.
Yeah, that's good. I'm going to start making stunt videos with it, too. Like yesterday... I realized I got a leak in my Jeep somewhere, or maybe it's just a Jeep, but it's like I got in it yesterday. We've had all this rain, and I got in it, and it was a little bit hot and sunny. I'm like, oh, it smelled like a sweat sock. I'm like, oh, this thing is disgusting. And I realized because I had my gym bag on the floor, and the other day I went to the gym, and I'm like, I hadn't even worked out, and my clothes were soaked.
Oh.
And I started thinking, I'm like, did Kenan piss on my bag? Like, oh, motherfucker.
That's the ultimate power move.
That was the first thought I had in my mind. I'm like, did he piss on my bag? Like,
if you pee on your dad's workout clothes, you're sending a message.
Oh, you're showing dominance.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, we're going to have like a talking to. So I was smelling. I'm like, is this piss? I'm like, no, it smells like just musty. And then I realized that all the floors were all wet. So yesterday, I had somebody else, old friend of mine. He does Jeep renovation stuff now. I don't know much about the Jeep, and so he's like, "Dude, you can flip the top like back, and it's easy." I'm like, "No way." He's like, it's called moonroof. I don't even know what the hell it is, but it's like, yeah, and you can take it on the highway and everything. So, because taking down a Jeep top is kind of tough.
It's cumbersome.
It is, and it's a little complicated.
It's a two-person job.
Right, and if you take it all the way back, but this is a one-person dink, flip, and it goes right back.
Huh.
And so I took it on the highway yesterday, and I was getting ready to get on the highway. I'm like, oh shit, my hair. It was too late because I was merging with the on-ramp. I'm like, oh shit, for a second.
Oh, no.
I'm like, is this shit gonna fly away? And then I got a little bit more confidence. I took it off and we're going, dang, it's on there. So, yes, I didn't know. So I'm gonna start putting it through some action videos. Like the Queen wants to duct tape me to a telephone pole if we get a hurricane. So she's like, let's see if that thing will hold on.
Okay,
So,
you're getting the creative juices flowing.
yeah, so
okay,
I'm
we
gonna
gotta
have
think
to.
of some shit to do
I
to
want to
his
start
hair.
doing some stunt videos with it to see just
Indoor
what this thing.
skydiving?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can
she
it
said that.
withstand?
Yeah, she said that. And I'm like, well, I don't know if you got to wear a helmet or not, but
We were
if you
supposed to go
don't-
skydiving, and she said it needed to be for something special.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
that'd be it.
Your
Yeah.
fucking hair, pretty damn special.
Yeah, maybe if I do one of these stunt videos, that might be it. Just gotta see what this thing does.
Look at that thing flowing through the clouds.
See what it'll take. I kind of like just keep checking off. Be like, yep, it'll withstand Jeep on the highway. Check.
I want to put suspenders on it and then hang you and see if it.
Yeah, they used to have that crazy commercial when I was a kid where the guy put like this glue on his work helmet and he did a pull up on
Gorilla glue.
Yeah, like he was hanging by his helmet. And
Or crazy glue.
crazy, whatever the hell that.
I
thing
would
was.
like to get a video of you shirtless on a horse
Not gonna happen.
galloping down the beach.
Yeah.
Brown beauty on black beauty. That's what we'll call it.
Oh, okay.
It's Brown Beatty.
Brown Beatty.
Yeah, he don't get shirtless. It ain't 2008 no more. He don't get shirtless.
He might do it for the video, for creative purposes and for
It's gotta have a
artistic
purpose.
I feel like I was shirtless in the last hair video.
But that was creative. That's purposeful.
I think it's kind of starting to lose its steam.
the
Tastefully
more
done.
your skin we see, the better it is for your
I mean,
hair.
some people call that scene art.
It's
I mean,
contrast.
Not my
It's-
word.
It's beautiful.
Somebody texted in and said, yeah, I did the indoor skydiving last week and you got to wear a helmet.
Boo.
So what is that? I've never even heard of it. Indoor skydiving.
I didn't know. See, and I didn't realize they had it down here. I knew they had it in Orlando. We were there one time, and it's like a kind of like a tube kind of thing, a round room. You get in there, and it's got like a big old like jet engine like underneath the floor or something, and you just kind of get in there and go. Zzzz, and if you assume the pose right, then you can. The people that are really good can like go all the way to the top, and they can do maneuvers and stuff like that.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
you
and
make
you're in that
yourself
suit.
like
Yeah.
move with just subtle
Yeah.
switch of your like weight. I couldn't figure it out. I think we did it one time and I kept falling over. I forgot that.
Yeah.
You have to really have a good core.
It looked like you needed, and even aside from that, good core, and you needed there was some skill
Right.
that was involved. It wasn't just like you get in there and all of a sudden, oh, look at me, I'm flipping all around, all that kind of stuff. So that's the true reality of this situation. All right, that's going to do it for us. Got one more before the big 3-day weekend. Been doing my research, though. For all my craft beer people, I got a whole bunch of really good drinking events. There's a lot of places. And if it's going to be rainy all weekend, it's going to be the kind of stuff that you could do. You can, go and check out some breweries and stuff like that.
Sweet.
Because, it's not going to be good, I don't think, for outdoor stuff.
Are you going to see Solo this weekend?
I don't know. I have to see. I
That
don't
sounds like a
think
no.
so. No, I'm trying to think everything that I got going on. Maybe on Monday. It's possible. Yeah, because I'd have Canon and
If it's rainy.
yeah, that's very
Yeah.
possible. Monday, I could see it on Monday.
Me, you, Ken, and Virginia go see Solo?
I know Virginia's dying for it. Yeah, I wouldn't torture her with that.
Salivating, Kevin.
Yeah.
I'd like to get you go in there and then record your reaction to it.
Oh my gosh. I'd be so annoyed. And then everybody around me would be annoyed because I'd have to comment on how dumb it is.
Yeah, no, you are a Sith.
I don't know what that means.
The indoor skydiving's at I Fly in Davie. So if you want to go check that out, that's where you go in South Florida to do it.
I think I've gone there before with Mags. They have trampolines there, maybe too.
I don't know. Maybe
something
yeah.
in Davie.
I'll look at that. There's a lot of good places you can check out. Of course, Extreme Action Park is a fun little place there off 95 in Lauderdale. You got your Boomers. that you can check out. Dave & Buster's, that kind of stuff this weekend too. It'd be fun. But we'll give you the rundown on that tomorrow. Just lock it in for then. We'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.